Yeah, 84 was a match I go over this kind of all week and thought it'd probably be a 5-5 split. And sure enough, it was. And, they're probably favored at 41. We're probably favored at 84. And that's why you wrestle the matches. So anything could happen. And we were able to pull out a good team win, one we kind of needed.
At the end there, I guess, did you tell Rich you just needed to?
Well, I mean, you don't want to say just go out there and lose by a decision. So that wasn't really but he did know the situation. I said, listen, we're winning on criteria. Wrestle your match, wrestle smart. And he kind of knows what that means. And he did a good job. And he got in on some good shots. He fended them off and made him wrestle really, really hard. So that was the difference. And, just a lock in hands. I think it was a stall call. I don't know what it was, but kind of hurt him in that third period where he had to let the kid go. So, again, that's a good kid. And Rajan's starting to find it here a little bit. And, he knew what he had to do. He knew what he had to do.
How did you feel about the energy you came out with the first couple of matches?
It was great. It's great. We like starting at 25 for obvious reasons. We feel like we have a really good 1-2 punch, one of the best in the country. And, Scotty's win was huge. That was a huge win against a really good kid, a freshman who's having a great year. And that was a big part of the match. We knew it would be. And we liked where we started. And then after the break, we know we have Richie and felt good about that. So kind of went the way we expected on those two matches. And I thought the energy was good. I thought the crowd was great. And I thought our guys wrestled hard.
Mike Van Brill, in hindsight, was pretty big when you guys lose a couple of them.
Yeah, and it's a kid who beat him before. So, that's in the back of his mind a little bit. Mikey did a good job and really match tactics. He kept standing up. And that's really a new rule. It's the top guy's job to return him, and he wasn't trying to return him, so he just stayed there, and he got a couple stall calls and wrestled smart and a big reversal and a ride at the end that he needed.
Rich, do you feel like the weight change, the class change has helped you? Are you building more confidence since you've done that?
Oh, for sure, man. I'm adjusting now, and it's a little bit easier to challenge myself, especially on the hour weigh-in. It was really hard to push myself at 57, doing a big weight cut, so I just listened to my coaches, moved up, and making the adjustment well.
What do you like about the competition level at your new weight class? You're going against good guys either way, but at a different weight class now.
I think there's more world-class guys at 165, and obviously they're bigger, so they're going to be a little bit stronger, a little bit better. And I'm looking to challenge myself and become the best wrestler that I can be. I plan on wrestling for a while, so it's best for my career.
After you gave up that late takedown, was the mindset that you were going to have to score on top there?
No, honestly, I was contemplating cutting him, but then I saw Goodale going crazy in the corner. And I was like, all right, I'll give it a try, and it worked out.
Did he get you on that takedown? It looked like it was a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't plan on giving up that takedown, but I don't know, I kind of laxed up a little bit, and he snuck one in there. Obviously, I didn't want that to happen, but we adjusted. We made it work.
What do you like about the 1-2 punch when you are able to start at 125? You and Nick coming out there.
It's good because he just brings a good energy. Obviously, he's going to pound the kid, so it's like, the crowd's all riled up and everything. So, I mean, you're not coming out to a cold crowd. They're all warmed up. They're ready for you to do your thing. So it's the energy, it's the vibe in the whole rack. So it's good.
Was it different last time because he started at, I think it was 74?
Yeah, it's different. Just in general, even not even talking about Nick, it's just different because usually you do start at 125. So when they don't start at 125, it's kind of like you have all this time to wait when usually you're up right away. So it's kind of like what do? You kind of it's different, but it's all right. It's all right. Same thing.
Richie, in your match, you was letting the guy back and forth, taking him down. Was your mindset just taking him down and putting him on his back? That's why you let him go?
My mindset has been just to challenge myself, go out there with a tremendous effort. I train well. I think I have pretty good technique. So it's about putting it together out there. And before I go out there, Donnie doesn't tell me any moves, doesn't tell me what to do. He just says, go challenge yourself, see how many you can get. And that's what I plan on doing every match.
Scott, not just Delvecchio, but Van Brill rode the guy out for the last minute plus. I mean, is that something you feel like the mindset of the program that you guys can do that?
Well, it's certainly something we've been working on. Matt return. I mean, I think about his match. It's what we went over all week long. Matt return, boom. Matt return, boom. Matt return, boom. And closing out matches. And that's a hard thing to do, and it takes a lot of effort and a lot of energy. And That's the model, what we want, how to close out a match, not letting a guy go. And then, of course, Van Brill, kind of the same way, riding him, a little bit different, but guy gets to his feet. In the past couple weeks, we've just been pushing him, letting him go, and making it a little bit harder. That's the way you finish a match.
Coach, what's your biggest takeaway from this match heading into Hofstra? What do you need to work on next week?
I just think here's reality. We're wrestling a really difficult schedule, not only in our conference, but out of conference. We picked up Lock Haven and North Carolina, who's nationally ranked, can beat anybody on any given night. So we're wrestling a really difficult schedule, and you just got to stay the course. I don't want to say, I don't really believe like it's all practice for March. But the reality is we're building for March and building for March. So these tough matches, and one night it's Richie has a tough one, and one night it's Scotty has a tough one, and somebody always has a tough bout. So we're building for March, but it's also good to get out of here with wins. It's important because you get back in the practice room on Monday and you're coming off a win and not a loss. And I just think that's what we're doing. That's what we're trying to do, and I think that's what we're preaching. These guys will tell you it's about getting better for the end year, and that's what we take out of a really good opponent and a tough win. And you need those type. I think we're always battle tested when it comes to the Big Tens. We're just battle tested because of what we go through in a great environment, a hostile environment, and not hostile towards us, but we wrestle in front of these big crowds. We're never surprised by the Big Ten championships or the NCAAs because of what we wrestle in.
Did you see anything off of John Van Brill? It seemed like the time's long.
Just out of position a lot. Johnny just came out of position a lot, and he's really, really dangerous. And I think that kid's very, very similar in the way they wrestle, and he just gave up too many points. Stupid point, yeah. I get him. Just kind of to me it felt like he was on his back a lot throughout. Whether he was giving up back points or not, he was rolling around way, way too much for him. And it's about being solid and the best guys in the country. And Kenny Monday's, he's the son of an Olympic champion. He knows how to wrestle. So you just got to be solid in the approach. And I just think we just kind of got out of our game plan and we're chasing it a little bit. And then knowing match strategy, you can't give up a major there. And I know he's being aggressive and I'm going for the win, but it's going to be hard to lat drop. I mean, Eleazar's win the other day it's rare. You're not going to throw a guy and make up 6 points with 4 seconds. So just get to a leg, finish that way instead of giving up a takedown. So that's kind of the way, that's a learning position right there. We got to just continue to preach to our guys.